My name is Mike Childress. I'm a pilot for Heinen Brothers. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the aircraft. This is the aircraft that I normally fly, which is an Air Tractor 802. The first number is significant by how many gallons the airplane holds. So an 802 holds 800 gallons, and 502 holds 500 gallons, and 402 400 gallons, and so on. We use these aircraft for liquid spraying. We can do the fungicide, insecticide, and herbicides. And also we have dry spreaders where we can spread fertilizer and seed. So when we're applicating, typically we're going across the field at 150 miles an hour. Sometimes slower if we're in a headwind, and obviously faster in a tailwind. And when we're ferrying back and forth from the airport to the field, speeds are going to be about the same, maybe a little faster depending upon how far we're going and how much power we're running and how much fuel we want to burn. And if we don't have any obstacles to worry about, you know, the perfect application height is about 10 to 12 feet above the crop. Sometimes we can't get that close due to power lines or trees or anything else that's sticking up that we have to watch out for. But if we have a nice flat field, that's the ideal application height. So the biggest challenge in ag flying is usually the weather. A lot of times we need a certain wind direction, wind velocity, especially when we're doing herbicide. We want to keep the spray on the target area, and there's always a little bit of drift behind the airplane. The spray doesn't necessarily just fall down behind the airplane like we would all hope to. So we got to have a certain wind direction on certain herbicide jobs in order to make sure that we're keeping the spray away from susceptible crops or somebody's house or gardens or anything that we don't want to get it on. The other challenges that we fight every day is fog and low ceilings. And it's really difficult at times. You know, we'll be here at the airport and it looks good enough to go, but our field might be 15, 20 miles away or even further. And so, you know, we're always antsy wanting to go, and it looks good enough, and we'll load the airplane and get in the air, but then we can't always get to our field. You know, that might still be foggy over there, or there might be a little rain shower there, and then so then you got to come back and land with a load or go somewhere else with it, which is always a challenge. Depending upon how heavy we're loaded, sometimes we don't want to land and have to find a different place to go with the load.